Hey guys, welcome back to the posture series, #FixMyPostureZim. We are actually running the series live on Kappa Talk, which is a radio station in Zimbabwe as well, so I'm very, very excited. Today, I wanted to just bring awareness to our pelvis. I have a video up and talking about how we should be standing, right? And really in that video, I kind of look back and I'm like, I focused a lot on forward head posture, so that's kind of that, and rounded shoulders, but I really didn't talk about the pelvis, right, and kind of what that looks like from this point down and what we should be standing like, right. One of the issues that has come up is a lot of anterior, so whether it's anterior pelvic tilt or posterior pelvic tilt, and there's a lot of videos online that are kind of showing you how to correct those. But it's interesting, so I just kind of, obviously for you as my community, I just wanted to show you, bring to light this concept, right? So if you look at the pelvis, the anterior portion, posterior portion, what's going to happen is this can actually move, so it kind of has actually, forward, back, so that's why we can have an anterior tilt or a posterior tilt, right? And sometimes we could even have a normal pelvis where the anterior, the ASIS, is in line with the PSIS, right? And so we could even have that, but still stand in that posture because we could be standing in a rounded shoulders and forward head posture. Now watch what happens to my body. As soon as I kind of come from standing upright and kind of round my shoulders, I kind of go back, right? And my head goes forward. So what we could potentially be doing here is that we could think that we've got this like anterior tilt or posterior tilt, but we could actually be normal here and just have this really bad posture, right? So what we want to do in terms of posture correction is the first thing is to bring awareness, right? So what are the muscles that we need to be contracting and how should we be standing or sitting to get us into the correct posture, right? So in terms of what it should look like is really ears in line with shoulders, in line with our pelvis, so almost kind of drawing this plumb line and down the front of our knee or kneecap through kneecap, right? So when we're kind of standing like this, that's not what's happening. What we want to do firstly is just make sure that as we stand, we don't necessarily lock our knees. So without the locking of your knees, right, if you just release that, or you can kind of stand in a staggered position. What you can then do is, so in this position, I really like this. I'll share the link to the guys that I like to watch that have taught this. But basically what you want to do is actually lean forward, right? So as you're coming from this position, what you're doing is you're leaning forward. And then I just want to bring in the stuff that I've been talking about over the last couple of sessions, right? So we've got this, our knees aren't locked, and we basically have us leaning forward. And then what I want us to do is remember to activate that core, that belly button sucked in and up, so that we can activate that transverse abdominis muscle. And then we want to remember to activate those shoulder blades. So tucking them into the back pockets, right? So that guy into that back pocket. So we've got this tucking action. And if we've got our head still in forward head posture, what we want to do is just bring it slightly back. Okay. So now I've actually got myself in proper posture and I'm basically leaning over and it's not too much pressure or tension on my legs and my knees. It's going to be different. We're activating muscles that we most likely haven't actually been activating. But then I also wanted to just kind of remind us, right, as our body is made for movement, right? So the idea here is that we shouldn't really be standing in one particular position or sitting in one particular posture for too long. Because, and I'll talk about this in my next video, because of the way that our brain is perceiving the information that it's getting from us, right, or from what we're putting it through. So just remember that if you are standing, you can kind of step around, walk around, but if you are standing, just remember to unlock your knees. You can stagger, you don't have to stagger, and then just remember to kind of bring yourself forward, activate that core, activate that your shoulder blades and bring your neck back, okay? And so that's really what we're going to be doing in terms of standing from the top to here, but from here down. So I really hope that that kind of helps you. Remember, these are new postures. They're going to be awkward, but we're getting stronger, right? I'm getting stronger. My posture has definitely just gotten better over the years, and it's really exciting. I still have a lot of work to do, but like you, right, in terms of our health is a journey, health is a process. So be kind to yourself, and it's little incremental changes that eventually will just get us into the habit of good posture.